Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one? The real one.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Here we are with another episode of Night Shift with Mikey Sutton. Much love to all of SEAL Nation. the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, the Syndicate Network. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you, right? Mikey, you want to go ahead and let the people know how happy we are to be here tonight on this wonderful Monday evening, sir?
Skywalker will have his own novel. Welcome to Night Shift. How's that for an opening, huh?
Oh my god, Mikey, you know what these type of things do to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even stop cheesing now, right? This is amazing, and much love to the homie Oak City Gamers that was already off in the super chats with the dollars. The super chat real quick. Let me get a homie Oak City some love as he been showing love to the platform, right? So we got to show love back.
For dark side. Not impressed.
Right. Hey, much love to the homie Oak City Gamers. He actually dropped off another $1 too. So that's why I went ahead and broke him off with that Superman super drop. Right, Mikey?
Awesome.
Yo, thanks you guys so much. Yo, look, this is amazing. Can't wait to bring this show to you guys tonight. We about to have so much fun, yo. I've been waiting to talk to Mikey all day. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, right? But what were you gonna say, Mikey?
That's what's so cool about Night Shift. It's really just a conversation between you and I. With the ones that we're letting them in on hearing about. Because Sky and I talk about a lot of things we don't talk about elsewhere. But here's your chance to listen to us have a conversation. So we hope it's interesting enough for all of you. So.
Oh yeah, nah. I love having these conversations with Mikey because it don't matter what we're talking about. We always seem to find a way to have some fun with it, right? Whether it's
especially with Leon,
bourbon stream, right?
Yeah, Leon, that was one of the funniest, man. I got on a roll with that.
Facts. We might have to bring Leon on for like a monthly segment or something. You know
That'd be great, man. We should. And we need to have a syndicate show, man. Like a Collider-esque panel. With just a syndicate. That'd be so much fun.
Hey, I think so too, bro. I think so too. About to get them gears turning, Mikey. Right? As you guys know, and if you didn't know, now you do. We're on the road to 1K. Right, almost at 650, Mikey.
All right, wow, nice.
Yeah. Right, ever since this show started, the channel has been growing greatly, and I'm just happy to be here 5 nights per week, bringing this night shift goodness, right, Mikey?
I figured, Sky, the only way this channel was gonna grow is if you went nightly, and weekly just wasn't going to cut it. It's need consistency. You need a lot of content. We live in a content-oriented world now, which I have to say, Sky, which is why people complain about the news and everything. You guys hate clickbait, but it's the only way that a lot of these magazines and newspapers survive. I hate to say it, but
yeah.
And the reason why journalism isn't as great as it used to be. You try doing daily content in a magazine or newspaper. It is hard.
Real talk.
And since you're under that time pressure, real time pressure, like get it out right now type of time pressure. The standards have to be lowered. And back in my day, Sky, you're working for a newspaper, unless it's something really huge and like a presidential assassination. You wrote your articles for the next day for the morning paper is what you did. Now it's like something breaks at 1 o'clock. You gotta have a story by 2 o'clock. I mean, something like it's insane how it is nowadays. But like I said, content, and said Sky, I have ambitions for this channel. The only way we can
Lofty
do
ambitions,
lofty
Mikey.
ambitions, like I'm already saying, like Sky, a year from now, we're gonna get 40,000 views per episode, which sounds insane. But let's not forget 1,000 subscriptions started the same a few months ago as well, and we're more than halfway there now.
It did. It did sound insane, right? Because the way that I was looking at it, I was like, man, it took me, pretty like a long time to even get as far as I had gotten at that point. And I was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know. But Mikey was like, hey, yo, I think we can do it. And he started laying that gauntlet down and everything just kind of started falling into place.
And chemistry is an unpredictable thing. I think Sky and I, by broadcasting together so regularly, we found that groove. And I knew it was gonna happen, but we found that groove now. But you can only do that if you're doing daily shows or very consistent shows.
Very consistent, yeah.
I mean, Sil and I, Sil Abdul, I mean, we hit it off right away, but you can tell when we started doing Rogues Gallery, something just shifted. Because by that time we just locked in the groove and it never ended from there. It just kept going and going. Like I could go on and broadcast with Phil, like we don't broadcast for a week or so. It's like putting on an old glove or something, It's like I just know
Right.
exactly how to sync with him, and now Sky and I are syncing that way as well. So it's awesome. So thank you guys for all your support.
Right. It's been dope. And yeah, by the time that you guys got the Scoop Center, it was like, oh my God. It was out of here.
We were really on top that time,
Facts.
we knew. Like I could sense his signals, and I can sense yours now as well. Like I really know how to play off you now. And I think the episode last week with Leon, just that to me was we hit it, dude. We hit it, dude. It was just hysterical.
That was the bee's knees.
That was, man. Chef's kiss, right? I mean,
item 49, right?
there you go.
Yeah, right. But look, make sure that you guys are subscribed, liking the content, sharing it out, all that good stuff, because it helps the channel grow and it helps us catch that algorithm a little better.
Yeah.
And we're only on here bringing this stuff to y'all, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So much love to the live crew and the replay crew. Both of you guys are amazing.
See this guy on camera right here? He'll be famous soon. Okay, he'll be famous soon. This is what's going on right now. Attention he's getting for it. So that's nothing compared to where he will be a year from now. Just the beginning. This guy, your friends are gonna know this guy I'm talking to right now. Okay? Your grandparents will know who this is. Hey, it's Skywalker. Just saying.
He's your grandparents.
Like
Mikey, you bugging, yo.
Your dog will bark when they see him on YouTube, like woof, why? Dog like wagging his tail, like they know who he is, man.
Hey, the dogs definitely know me, Mikey. That's like a little bit of an inside joke, right? But yeah, we're on the road to 1K. Make sure you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, all that goodness, because it helps the channel. Like I just said, and if you didn't know, now you do. We rocking with these hashtags from 2023 to infinity, Mikey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Until it's done. Until the deed is done. Hashtag sales ZSJL to Netflix. Hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix. Right? And then after this happens, then we can ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? And we can throw our jerseys in the crowd and all that. You know what I'm saying? right?
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Oh yeah. But if you do rock out with the hashtags, we ask that you follow the rules of engagement, which is number one, be positive. Number two, don't mix these hashtags with other ones. And number three, don't tag, mention, reply to, quote, tweet, or anything like that. Anybody from WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn, right? We're focusing on our new conversation with Netflix as a fandom, and we're really just driving that home effectively and positively, right? So much love to all you guys that have been rocking out and that will be continuing to rock out in the future. You guys are amazing, and we wouldn't be where we are now without each and every one of you guys. 100%.
Yeah, thank you guys again for all your support, and you really help us out a lot. So it's awesome. And the sub movement continues, man. It's not gonna stop, dude. Keep it going.
It's not stopping, bro. Hey, no matter how bad that they wanted to, Mikey, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna still be here doing cartoons and serial each weekend, right? Engaging with Netflix, still hashtagging, still doing our thing, and we're just gonna keep trudging along. And hopefully, we show that there's enough of a sizable subscriber base that's willing to engage with this stuff.
Yeah, you watch James Gunn will want to do a Brave and the Bold watch along, and won't be able to get anywhere.
Oh my god, bro! All bad, Mikey, all bad. We ask that you guys subscribe to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube. Look. I've been slacking, y'all. That behind the scenes video, I was supposed to have shot something to give to Austin. You know what? I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow. One of the two is gonna get done because we got to get this thing done because these like little teasers have been everything to me. I've been so hyped and ready to see this thing, and I just can't wait till we can share it with all of you guys.
Awesome.
Also, yes, we ask that you follow ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter. And lastly, but certainly not least, we ask that you guys head on over to inktothepeople.com/saleszsjl, where you can cop some fire DC merch, right? We got that Ray Fisher Cyborg over there, as well as the Justice League, Justice is Gray edition. Both of those designs in black and white and in t-shirts or hoodies. So make sure that you guys head on over there right now, inktothepeople.com/salesdsjl, and cop some fire looking merch, right? While supporting a great cause in the process, like AFSP, right? And where else are you going to get a shirt from the world-renowned visual artist Noel Leon Flores? Like, that's dope, right? Like, these are his first shirts, right, Mikey?
They are his first shirts. My Dreamwalker artist, and we don't even have Dreamwalker shirts that actually we will though. Yeah.
Right. So
Sky will know. Sky will know when that happens. So.
See, what is that supposed to mean, Mikey? Oh my goodness. Anyway, look. Thank you guys for putting up with the little rigmarole intro, right? We about to tap in with the sponsors, and then we'll be right back with the first topic. You ready, Mikey?
Oh, hell yeah. Been ready all day long, man.
All right, let's get it. But we got to start by begin the conquest.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Okay, Mikey. Now, as I've said on this show a few times, right? There are times when you send stuff in the menu, right? That I just look at it and I'm like, I have so many questions about, right, what does this mean, or whatever. But I always end up waiting until we're on the show, and I'm like, now this is the perfect time, Mikey. What is this, man? Like, I don't. What's going on, bro?
Okay. First of all, I have a big announcement to make. This was article came out yesterday, and well, it's global, but it's emanated from the Philippines. Village People magazine, the Philippines. Angela Bolton, who was the first person to interview me about Kate Valdez. This was in 2018. Um, so all I had was a Facebook page, Skii, and well, I had a website called Paper Cuts. It was very small. I had very little following. What happened was I interviewed Kate Valdez for the first time, 2018, just shortly after my stroke, and did an article on her. And I said I did not realize this would carry in my home country, the Philippines. I had no idea. Just this little sentence I had in my article where I said that I was gonna try and get Kate Valdez to play Kate Bishop, Hawkeye in the MCU, because I heard I wasn't even a public scooper then, this guy, so you can consider it a scoop. I had heard that Marvel Studios wanted to cast a Filipina as Kate Bishop, and MCU is incredibly popular in the Philippines, right? And so hey, Kate is Kate for Kate, right? So
right,
and so I recommended Kate Valdez as Kate Bishop, and this is before Wave. There was no Wave. Okay, she had not debuted yet.
Yeah.
There was no Dreamwalker. Well, Kate wasn't Dreamwalker yet. That came later when I realized she is Dreamwalker. So Angela did an article in Village People magazine talking about how I recommended Kate for Kate Bishop. As you guys know, Haley Steinfeld ended up playing Kate Bishop. Haley is Filipina. There you go. Scoop official.
Scoop confirmed, right, Mikey?
That was confirmed to get. And so Angela wanted to interview me about Kate. And so Village People magazine, they were the first ones to interview me about Kate Valdez. So when I got the word, I had an agreement that I had a book deal. I messaged Angela and said, hey, look, I want to thank you for being the first person to interview me about Kate. I would like you to be the one to break the story. And so Angela goes, yeah.
Pay it forward, right?
Pay it forward, I mean, I never forget that. I'm always grateful, Skii, to everybody who's helped me along the way. Never forget those who help you. Like my mentor died 20 years ago, and I still bring him up everywhere I go. Like, hey, if it wasn't for this guy, I wouldn't be this. So I have struck a deal with a publisher in the Philippines called Paper Cat Books, and Village People did a whole article. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the link on there. So how does this go? Well, it's the most revolutionary deal, Skii, that you know me, Skii. I never do things a normal way. There's always a twist. There's always something cutting edge about it.
There's always a story time.
There's always a story time, And so what is this? How is this revolutionary deal? Okay. So basically, my U.S. publisher is going to team up with a Philippine publisher. Okay. Now they're going to publish my books. Okay. On the other hand, we are going to do comic book versions of their books, of selected novels of theirs that they feel will be perfectly adapted to a comic book form. Okay. Now, some of these books and these comic books are going to be pitched to movie studios and TV networks and so on and so forth. I guess I can kind of hint at this guy without officially saying anything. Guys, I have a second TV show in development. It's not for the same company. It's not Dreamwalker related. It's a different story. But I can kind of just tease it, without saying anything.
Wait, so the Mikey verse, wait, so it's a Mikey multiverse,
It's a
right? Like,
multiverse now. It really is a multiverse, and yeah. So talks are heating up on that other end, and it looks like it's gonna happen. And so, any
well,
and so the first story is called "Into Your Arms," and the title sounds familiar. It's inspired by the Lemonhead song from 1992. And you know what, Scott? I was listening to the radio, 103.1 The Wave in Salt Lake City, and "Into Your Arms" starts playing. I haven't heard this song in a long time, and that those words kept popping in my head. "Into Your Arms." I'm like, that should be the title of a story or something, right? And so I thought all of a sudden Sky was getting images in my head. I said, what if there was a cop um, who had PTSD, okay, and his fiance drowned, and before he could marry her, but he has no memory of how she died. But he was there, but he's got no memory of it because PTSD has destroyed his memory. Okay, and he's looking through all the files and everything, and no one knows where her body is. They just know that she drowned, presumed dead, but they don't know. He goes to a pawn shop and he finds the engagement ring that he gave her. Like, how did they get her engagement ring? Her body was never found. And so he buys the ring, and the ring is haunted, of course. And so the whole premise of the story is that haunted objects return to their rightful owners. And it's an anthology book, a horror book, that's going to have 4 stories in it, right? And here's where it gets really interesting to Sky. Really interesting because Sky is now probably the only person I know that's inspired 2 characters of mine. He's going to embody 2 different characters from 2 different universes, right? Because I had this idea of a half black, half Filipino exorcist. For this novel, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to model this guy after Sky, even though he's not Filipino. He's got the attitude of one. So, I'm going to make him an honorary Filipino.
hey, I told you, Mikey, I used to have some Filipino roommates. I
There you
might as
go,
well
man.
be
There
half
you might,
Filipino, bro. You know
dude,
what
you
I'm
might
saying?
as
Might
well.
as
You might
well.
as well. And you're in your heart, you're right.
All right?
So,
I'm half Pinoy, you know what I'm
there you go.
saying?
There you go.
Hey.
So Eric the Exorcist is a character of one of the stories in this book. Oh, you know, a little interesting story. I don't really too many plot details in here. But that's one. That's one story in there. Lamb of Death. He's gonna be kind. But the one Into Your Arms is the one I was telling you guys about. And so every story is about a haunted object of one kind or the other. So I discussed with Miss Paper Cat Books, Kath, who's a publisher. Kath, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. I should have asked when we were on a Zoom call. But Kath is a publisher, and I'm so excited about. So how this is going to work, Sky, is that um, they're going to publish haunted objects and first. Then after that, we get into Dreamwalker spin-offs. And I really wanted to start off with haunted objects first because it's just such a cool bunch of stories, and it's easier for me to write, you know, with a deadline of like January 2024. So the book's gonna come out around springtime next year. So we'll
We'll get Mikey back in a second. I'm sure you know how's Mike be. Man, this is crazy news, yo.
Yeah. So, so Silver and Alice will get the first Dreamwalker spinoff. Silver, Abdul, and Alicia and Nava as the vampires in Dreamwalker. They're gonna get their own.
As they should. They already, yo, man, look. Issue number 2 was crazy, Mikey.
Oh, that was yeah. Wait till you see
seeing
issue 3.
Silver and Alice in there. That was wild.
Yeah, they'll get into their origins, and a lot of the Dreamwalker spin-offs are about origins, right? Or untold stories that I think would work better as a book than as a comic book. I can really dig deep into it. So let's get into Sky Fireblood. This is the name of Sky's book. And you'll see Sky, his character, he'll make a cameo appearance in issue 3. Okay. Then you'll see him appear more often, most prominently in issue 6. But I wanted to go into his world, Sky's world, and his origin a little bit more. And somebody said, Mikey, you're like George R. R. Martin now. You're like a multimedia author, and you first got published in a letters page. Yeah, I was. I got published in the letters page of The Huntress. Told you my favorite character, right? So, for those who don't know, George R. R. Martin as a kid got his letters published in Marvel Comics. Fantastic Four. You can look it up.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he wrote fan letters to Stan Lee as a kid. And so I kind of felt sort of kinship with him that way, right?
Right.
And so Sky Fireblood, Sky, I've had this image before I even met you. I've always had this image. I get when I listen to songs, I get images for some reason, like cinematic. There's this gothic rock song from '85. Necronster, he knows the song. Walk Away by the Sisters of Mercy. Lol, if you're an XB 102 fan, you should know Walk Away by the Sisters of Mercy. Whenever I had this song playing in my head, Sky, I had this image of a black Mad Max. Like in this kind of apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic world. Fighting these skeleton warriors and these beaten up hot rod cars. Right? And I'm like, I always wanted to write a story around this image, Sky. Every time I hear this song, it's that image just starts unfolding in my head. And so I thought, damn, that's badass. That's so Zack Snyder, right? They have these skeletons and shit with like huge machine guns and stuff, and this black Mad Max, like fighting them. And I'm thinking, holy crap, that's Sky. That's the character Sky in Dreamwalker, who has fire, coursing through his veins, right? And I thought, well, shit. What happens? What happens, Sky? Because you destroy planets. When you go there, you burn the population. You get a revenge trip. What would happen if Sky went to a planet, just burned it, the whole entire world? Like everybody's dead. What would happen if Sky got stuck on that planet and the alien population rose from the dead and fought him?
Oh my, yo. Oh my god.
Does it get any more metal than that? I mean,
by myself on a planet,
by yourself on a
planet
planet
with people that I just burned.
They just burned.
Oh my god, yo.
That
fighting hordes of undead. Oh
yeah,
right.
Skeletons and stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And to make matters worse, you have to make matters worse, make it interesting, right? What if Sky has a visitor? Like the worst visitor he could have.
Oh my god. Don't tell me it's Necron.
Necron shows up.
Oh my god.
He goes, Sky is isolated. He's vulnerable now. perfect timing for Necron to come in. What kind of chaos should I create?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Because when I write Dreamwalker these days, that's how I think, Sky. Like, what kind of chaos can I create for Dreamwalker now? Well, I have Silver and Alice go crazy at a comic book store, issue 3. You'll find out what they do. And so
I just knew it was gonna be Necron, bro. I'm like,
it's
oh
gotta
my
be
god, here we
Necron.
go.
Gotta be Necron. And this thing about as metal as it gets, okay? Because you have Necron riding on skeleton alien horses. Okay. I'm gonna have skeleton pterodactyls in there too, man. It's gonna go totally crazy. So
I'm super excited, man. This is wild, Joe. This is wild. I can't believe this is happening. This is wild. It had to be Necron, right? Yeah,
I mean
like you said,
Necron.
always
So,
me. Yeah,
yeah.
hey, I'm already knowing, right?
So that's Skyfire Blood. So sometime maybe next year, later next year, maybe from Paper Cat Books in the Philippines. So they're gonna part of our deal. This is gonna lead right into Skywar, and it's leading to Axis of Ice. All these, you two are always fighting. Okay, that's it's a key thing. It's like Batman and Joker. They will never kill each other because they always have to fight one another. Right? So some way, somehow, you can never kill Necron. Necron can never kill you. You're kind of stuck fighting each other for your entire life.
Hey, I'm gonna get him one of these days, bro. I'm telling you, one of these days he's going down, Mikey. Right? I'm gonna keep trying, bro. Right, man. This is amazing, yo. I literally am like over here, like just a big old bowl of joy right now because I'm sitting here picturing like literally all of the hijinks that me and Necron's gonna be getting into with these fights, yo. It's like, how is it gonna end up ending at a stalemate? You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing where like in the Star Wars movie, Force Awakens, right when Rey and Kylo Ren was about to start fighting and they just got separated and stuff by the big canyon. It's like, oh my goodness. Why can't they just finish the fight? He said, like a bad nightmare, I keep coming back. Nah, this is great. But the things that Mikey Sutton are going to be doing with these projects, I'm looking forward to so much, man, because y'all have no idea. If y'all think Mikey's bad on stream, just try talking to him backstage. This dude, right? So I'm sure that once those creative juices get to flowing, this man's gonna cook up all kind of crazy madness.
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah, and what happens, when Sky, because they're all after you, Sky, but what happens when you convince an army to go after Necron?
Oh my, right. I almost feel like John Wick, bro. Like I got everybody always chasing me, bro. Like, why is it always me? You know what I'm saying? But hey, but I got something for him though, Mikey.
But, I mean, you have skeleton warriors like hiding in the like hiding in the car, and like coming out of the car, and it's like machine guns. It's gonna be insane. Like, can you imagine? I had this image when I heard that "Sisters of Mercy" song. I had this image of these skeletons coming out of the hood of the car, and just like trying to shoot your hot rod. I mean, it's just about as metal as it gets. I mean, this is pure heavy metal here, and I was like,
Mikey's a madman, y'all.
And some way, somehow, Sky manages to convince these people who should hate him to go after Necron, apparently Necron's worse, right?
He is worse, right? Mikey, I just look. If they would have let me take over, I wouldn't have to burn the planet down,
And
Mikey.
there
Right?
you
So it's
go.
like, so
Exactly.
it's like,
You know.
it's almost like I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because you know, I got to take the planet over, or it got to burn. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my
I
god,
can't wait to write this. So, yeah.
this is wild. Sin Haver says Skywalker's secret weapon is bourbon. Oh my god, I'm done with y'all, yo. I'm done with y'all.
Oh, I told you
Right?
we're bartenders now. So.
Nah, you a bartender, Mikey. I was serving out Hope yesterday. I had The Exorcist, Believer,
That's right.
Oppenheimer. You know what I'm saying? I was all good. That bourbon wasn't coming from me, Mikey.
Yeah, maybe it's Oppenheimer times 100. That's what Sky does to planets. Okay, so.
Oh my god! Right?
Yeah.
And if y'all saw that explosion, y'all know that was something crazy.
Oh yeah, Bishop, you're in this book, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. So.
Right? Oh my goodness, Mikey. Anything else you want to drop
No,
about this novel, bro? Because like, man, I think the people is loving it. Right? I'm
Yeah.
loving it. I think that 2024 can't get here fast enough, yo.
Oh, actually, I do have another explosion. Yeah. So I was just Bishop's going crazy now. Yeah, haven't fully decided. Yeah, I think I probably will do this though. Issue 6 is a culmination of the entire first story arc for Dreamwalker. What I want to do, Sky, is make this. Why am I echoing for some? Is that me or is that you? Okay. So anyway, what I want to do, Sky, is that for issue 6, I want to have a polybagged variant with Dreamwalker trading cards, and planning on having trading cards of some of the of Phil's gang, including Sky. So I told Kath from Paper Cat Books we can have like trading cards of some of her books that she's publishing as well. We are our first kind of crossing over. Like I think it'd be awesome to have imagine having a Sky trading card.
Wait, I look because I was fixing like my audio issue, right, with the little thing.
Oh, okay.
Did you just say a trading card, bro?
Yeah, I'll say issue 6. I am planning on having a polybag variant of issue 6, and inside a Dreamwalker trading cards of the different characters.
Oh my goodness!
Now, how cool it would be to have a Necron trading card, have a Sky trading card, in issue 6.
Hey, I want one of everybody's except Necron. That's my art team. You know what? No, actually, I do want Necron because I'm gonna burn it right now.
But I have this very fond memory of Star Wars trading cards when they first came out. The blue ones, right? The blue ones were the first. I used to love those things, man. I bought the orange ones. I bought the green ones. Then, if you're a '90s kid, you all know what the Marvel trading cards that are actually kind of valuable now. I think Wizard Magazine had a bunch of those as well. But how cool would it be to have Dreamwalker trading cards? That would just rock. And so, I don't know, Socks. I want to see what I'm going to try and figure out, Socks, is that if I can have a random set in each couple of issues, each copies. I mean, like not every copy will have the same set, so you have to buy multiple sets to get the whole run. I'm sorry, I'm grifting, but
He said, "Hey, I'm going grift." You
I'm
know what
gonna
I'm
grip. I'm
saying?
gonna
Like,
grip.
hey, you want them? You want all the cards? You got, hey, you better keep copping that variant. Mama Bear said, "Can they come in a poster variations?" Asking
Actually,
for a friend.
you know there will be posters of the Sylvan's villains, right? So that's still in planning stages as well. So. In fact, there's going to be a poster for Axis of Ice, the Skii and Necron miniseries. So yeah,
I
socks. It
can't
does
wait.
mean a socks trading card. Yeah, it does mean that.
I can't wait, man. This is amazing, yo. This is wild. Mikey is really changing the game with this Mikey multiverse that he got cooking up over here, yo. This is pretty special.
Never realized I would, get this far. This. I mean, you dream of things decades ago that said insert material. You seem like holy shit.
All right, hey, for sure. This is this is I think, like, especially with this upcoming year, I think
Yeah,
that this is like a great opportunity for all of us to just continue moving forward with everything that we've been doing. And it
yeah,
seems like there's going to be a lot of things actually like dropping, you know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
actually coming to fruition, right? And so
yeah.
it's been dope just watching, but actually being able to be a part of it is truly special.
Well, it's great having you all be a part of this as well. Um, for some reason, ever since I got involved with the syndicate, I get all these ideas. I just started pointing forward and meeting all of you, and seeing all your different characters. Your personality just come across. Um, these characters wouldn't be the same. Let's put it that way.
Oh my
Eh,
goodness.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Socks. One day I want to have socks. Actually, it'd be hilarious. Put like a
Right.
sauce with Sock's face on it, right? You know it's
Right.
gonna
Oh,
happen. It's gonna happen, so it's gotta happen.
right.
How creepy would
Yo.
that be?
Yo. Dope, man. This is crazy. We know that he gonna get them socks, and y'all know how he come about getting them too. So,
Yeah.
Look, but Mikey, anything else
No,
before
that's
we
that's
move on to
definitely
the
that's
next
definitely
topic,
all.
sir?
That's definitely all for the one. Thank you.
All right, this has been a great opening topic. Let let's go ahead and tap in with the
Uh,
sponsors real quick before
uh,
we move on with the next one.
Yes. Mighty Steppenwolf, who might have sat here by the side of the Great One, but undone by his self-pride.
Mikey. Now, this is something that people been waiting for, been calling for Mikey for like it's the better part of a decade. You know what I'm saying? What do we have on this topic? Because Avengers versus X-Men, when
yeah.
you say stuff like that, I mean, we all know what that means, but like, what's going on here, Mikey?
Okay. Let me get some water really quickly because it's a big bomb. So I'll be right
Oh
back.
man, y'all know how them water breaks work, right? This has been super dope. I think that when people really look back on everything that's kind of bubbling right now, right? When it comes to what the Syndicate Network is doing, the Mikey verse, right? Hashtag sale, right? I mean, there's just all these different things that have been going at one time, and just being a part of this has been so crazy. And I think that going forward, especially into 2024, I think that there's going to be a lot of celebrations going around, man. A whole lot of wait, a lot of celebrating, a lot of champagne, championship rings, right? I really think that they're on the cusp. All the things that we've been asking for are right there within our reach, and it's just incumbent upon us to just keep pushing forward and to really uh, accomplish these goals that we have set out to accomplish. Right? Oh my God! Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get to this super chat. And give me 1 second. We got the homie Necron coming through with a $20 super chat, dropping a dub. Hold up, man. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me fix this. Let me do right and get back on cam. Necron coming through with a dub, saying, wake up and pass the plate. Got a question, super chat. For sure, right? Shouts out to the homie Necron, right? One of the pillars of the cool table, right? This dude put in so much work for everything that we've been doing with Cell, and man, it's oh my goodness, this is so dope. Thank you so much, bro. Let me find one to drop for you real quick because that was super dope. Matter of fact, in the spirit of the beta getting bounced out the chat, let me give you this one.
I told you. Steppenwolf would fail.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I told you Steppenwolf would fail. Yes. Yes, you did. I love it, man. This is fantastic, yo. Oh my God. It said wake up and pass the plate. And then Mama Bear is getting people up out the chat. Y'all know how Mama Bear get down. Much love to Mama Bear, always on the ones and twos, right? But yeah, this whole thing is crazy. I cannot wait to hear about this Avengers versus X-Men topic, yo, because man, the streets need this. The streets need this, and I think I need this. I think I need this.
Yeah, everybody needs it except for DC.
Right?
It's the last thing they want to hear. Oh my God.
But Mikey, what's going on with this Avengers versus X-Men topic, bro? This is wild.
How do you top Secret Wars? It's pretty much the simplest way of saying it. Avengers versus X-Men is going to be the end game of the next phase after Secret Wars. We're going to build up to this. And it's what I'm told, again, just early discussions, Sky. I'm told it's going to get a lot of twisting. It's also going to get pretty bloody. Like some of those mutants are going to kill MCU heroes. And this is something that, a lot of fans have been looking forward to seeing. And obviously, there is the Avengers versus X-Men comic book. It's going to take the surface storyline from that, but it's going to really tweak it to make it its own thing. What I am told, Sky, is that obviously Magneto is going to be a big part of this. But here's the interesting part. is Magneto is going to convert people to his cause. So you're going to get some X-Men that are going to be on the side of their fellow mutants and not the Avengers. And blood's going to get spilled. And this is something
Mikey.
they're going to... Yeah. I mean...
Dude. Like, I'm sitting here, right? And
Yeah.
I'm picturing like, yo, which Avengers is it gonna be? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like, and then you're like, oh my, hey, it's gonna be getting pretty crazy and some blood's gonna
Yeah.
get spilled. And I'm like, yo, I could totally, because like some of the X-Men would be dealing with some of the Avengers, yo.
Yeah.
Facts,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Well, the
Could you imagine
X-Men... Yeah.
Hawkeye trying to fight Wolverine? Like, come on, man. Like,
You're gonna see some pretty potent matchups, dude. Like seriously potent matchups. You know, let's not forget that Spider-Man will be thrown in the middle of all this too.
oh my goodness, that's a
Now
look.
here's
Oh,
a part
Lord.
where I think is really interesting, Sky. You think it's heroes versus villains? No. Like I said, it's gonna get twisty. You're gonna see villains versus villains. Because Doctor Doom, Magneto, not gonna get along, man. You're gonna have Doctor Doom facing Magneto. You know how badass it's gonna be? I mean, seriously. Colossus versus Hulk. You're gonna see some serious matchups in here, and it's something they're gonna build up to because the X-Men are not gonna have the best reputation. They're gonna be outlaws, and some characters are gonna be more misunderstood, more understood than others. But when Magneto starts infiltrating, those starts polluting their minds, then things start to shift, and that's where all this is headed. But I love the part that you're gonna have villains versus villains. That part's very exciting to me because I've never seen that.
I mean, Mikey, what's super dope about all this too is that when you look back in hindsight,
Yeah,
Marvel not having access to some of their biggest characters
yeah,
throughout the first, few phases of the MCU, it really forced them to get creative, right?
yeah,
And they really like made household names out of characters that people never even heard of, right? I
yep,
mean, like
yep, yep.
Groot, like who knew who the hell Groot was, right? Or Rocket Raccoon, you know what I'm saying? But when you have done things like released movies that were of a certain quality
Mm-hmm.
consistently throughout all these years, it builds you up a certain track record with the fan base, and people are pretty much locked into the story and they're looking forward to whatever's coming next, right?
Yeah,
Now that they have a lot of their bigger characters back, it seems like they're actually going to be able to go a lot bigger, which is crazy to say, but they are. They're going to go a lot bigger, it's seeming like, because you have a lot of these heavy hitting characters back, like Doctor Doom, Magneto, Wolverine, the X-Men, all that type of stuff. Even
mm-hmm.
them getting the solo movie rights back for Hulk, right? That was a big thing as well. So it's just been a process that I think that they've been working through, not having access to their biggest characters, but now that they're all there, it seems like they're kind of chomping at the bit to use them properly and really give them a story that's worthy of, like, that grandiose scale, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the people are looking forward to with these big characters coming over, right?
Yeah, yeah. And another thing that's interesting, Sky, is that you have characters that are going to be a mutant now. Quake is a mutant in the MCU. Yeah, Miss Marvel discovers she's a mutant. Is she okay? I mean, right now, yeah, she's on the Avengers side, but we don't know. We don't know if these people are going to turn. We don't know who's like the whole part of Secret Invasion, for example, is like who's who. But the whole plot twist of Avengers versus X Men is like who's gonna flip? You know, again, it's a whole issue of trust because um, what if they believe Magneto? That's very realistic, where a charismatic leader can come in and start winning hearts and minds, right? What happens when you know that comes into the equation? So and where were the villains side? Because that's the thing I've always wondered about is that okay, we know hero versus hero, okay, where do bad guys stand?
Yeah.
Now, what if the bad guys don't like the Avengers, obviously, but they don't agree with Magneto either? And let's not forget the bad guys guy. Um, Magneto's not gonna. Magneto will not like the ones who aren't mutants. So Magneto will be against them as well because they're not mutants.
Right. Oh my goodness. Which is probably why him and Doctor Doom gonna not get along, right?
Yeah, exactly. Doom's on a mutant.
Oh man, I can't wait for all this, man. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. You know, with what they got coming up on the horizon and Kane coming back, like I'm Mikey.
Yeah, we're gonna feast. I mean, and then, but here's the part that my insider told me. That's a wild card in all of this, right? Where does Deadpool stand?
That's actually a great question.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, it is a great question because I have no idea. Would he agree with Magneto?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out, Mikey. Right? Like, I guess we're gonna find out where his loyalties lie.
Look, they've got a ton of matchups to map out here. We're probably not going to see this for 10 years or so anyway. So, but yeah, it's going to happen. Avengers versus X Men is going to be the next big film after Secret Wars. Okay, not counting Annihilation Wave and stuff like that, but in terms of that, oh, oops. In terms of that really big crossover event, Oh, casual one.
Mikey, come on, man. I was sitting there like, I was like, did he just hear what he just said?
Oops.
Oh my goodness, yo. There's so much to dive into with all these projects, man. And it's like because I've been feeling like Ultron's gonna be coming back pretty soon.
Oh, he
It
is.
just
Yeah,
it just seemed about time, right, Mikey?
Yeah.
Because everybody's been kind of brought back up except him, right?
Yeah.
Loki from the first Avengers, right? Thanos from the third one has made multiple appearances, but Ultron just, it's kind of been, just like off in the ether somewhere, right? And it feels like it's about time for a return.
Yeah. Armor Wars, right? I believe he's in Armor Wars. I think that's gonna set up Ultron some way.
Armor Wars. Oh, speaking of Armor Wars, I'm wondering what this Secret Invasion season finale is going to bring, right?
Because, oh man, yeah.
I think that Rhodey's going to play a big part, right?
Yeah.
It has to. It has to.
Well, the real Rhodey, where is he? And they have to answer that question tomorrow. They have to answer that question because Armor War is going to come out. And don't tell me Rhodey's Australian there. I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
Yeah. It's funny because I know somebody pretty well who has read the script for Secret Invasion, but I have not. I want to be surprised. I didn't ask him, but he's read the script. So in fact, he told me about some of it before it came on, so I know it's the real script that he read. So, but I figured I'd just wait it out,
Mikey, man, come on, bro.
And you know who it is too. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk after the show.
Mikey always does that, man. Oh my God, bro. Mikey, anything else on this topic, bro? Bro, this is so massive, man. Like, I can't.
Yeah, it sounds pretty big already when you start finding out the details of the villains versus villains, and it comes like an even bigger story. I'm like, holy crap, But yeah, that's
and then it's just like perfect timing with them getting all these characters back, Mikey, because like,
yeah.
And I will say this, right? I was one to kind of, I was like, yo, I want to see them start implementing some of these characters like immediately. But in hindsight, I have appreciated that they've been kind of slowly working this in properly.
Yeah, and right? They have to use same actors right now, which is why they can have Deadpool 3 be their goodbye. So that's perfect in a way. Where Foggy has no choice but to have the Fox characters one last time, Fox actors one last time.
Right. I can't wait. But anything else though, Mikey, before we move on to the last topic of the day?
That's all for that one.
All right, let's get it. Let's tap in with the sponsors and we'll be right back.
You betrayed him. Your own family.
Now, Mikey, this has been a hot topic, right? Apparently, recently, James Gunn came out and said, yo, I'm not stuffing this turkey, Mikey, right? He said, that's not what's going on, right? I didn't have any input on this, right? I decided for service of the story that I was going to jam pack this movie with DC characters, right? and Justice League level members, right? But Mikey, what's going on with this overstuffed turkey situation? Right?
Well, Guns probably has a. Hold on, Sky.
Oh my God. I just saw the thumbnail one more time and it was hilarious.
That thumbnail is hysterical. Good Austin did a brilliant job. I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that. Exactly how you describe it too, which is just brilliant. So Guns probably has a list of the syndicate members, right? This
we know he do because he knows about me. Yeah. He knows about Leon and the Cool Table.
Yeah.
He knows about Seal. He knows about you. Mikey, he does. He know the whole syndicate network.
I was the first one he went after, remember? Famously, I was the first one he went after. And the only one he hadn't gone after was a big guy himself, Sil Abdul. And I was like, no, this guy he's making his list, checking it twice, right? Didn't go after Sil on Twitter. He was waiting for that moment to strike, right? And so, Bounding in the Comics graciously covered Sil's scoop about the overstuffing Superman legacy that Zaz was, put pressure on him to do so. So, I go on Google on my phone, and that was a top article on Google. I'm like, oh God. My spider sense was tingling. I said, Gunn's gonna say something. This article is going viral. He's gonna say something. Boom. What's really surprising is Deadline was the one who picked it up. Deadline doesn't normally care about this stuff. They're all about exclusives and stuff like that. I was like, why is Deadline doing this? And it's probably because they want to do something for Gunn, like
Oh yeah, I know why. Mikey.
access.
Come on, like,
Come
you
on,
know what I'm
access.
saying? Like, come on.
Guns are like, I want to show the syndicate how much power I have. Come on, Deadline. Help me out with this Deadline. Gotta stop the syndicate. And,
This dude literally knows who the Syndicate Network is. That's crazy. Mikey, I didn't even realize that until he literally knows the whole Syndicate Network.
They've gone after all of you now. All of us. They've gone after all of us now.
That's crazy.
Remember the whole wacky thing, and obviously me. All of you involved in the cell movement. He got you all in one big net. He called so I includes Leon because Leon's part of the cell movement. So that's he's wacky,
But Mikey, he was already liking tweets talking about us before that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was before sale. So he doubled up. You know what I'm saying?
He doubled up, man.
He double dipped, bro. He double dipped dissing the Syndicate Network. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Oh, if Mikey guy keeps talking about Snyderverse, we'll go after him.
I'm gonna show him Skii and the cool table. I'm gonna like a tweet saying that I don't like him.
There you go. Went after you guys. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He went
Wait a minute. Hold up. Do I still have that? Let me see. Do I have that? Should I show that, Mikey? You know what? I'm gonna let it go. Because I got it. It's right here. I'm looking right at it,
Mikey. You go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what? Oh, hold on. Wait.
There you go.
Right? Yo, this dude be liking all kind of stuff he ain't supposed to be liking, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You go see that. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember this?
Oh, yeah. I can't forget that one.
Right? This dude, he debunked the Hollywood Reporter, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is too early.
Well, let's not. Okay, here's the thing, though. Let's not forget the two biggest words that Gunn does not want to hear again, Skii. He does not want to hear these words again. Absolutely not. Ben Affleck, Batman, came to our rescue and debunked Gunn himself.
Right. Hey, that was the ultimate debunking.
Ultimate. When Batman debunks you, you're a liar. Okay.
Right. Man, you know what's crazy? It wasn't a lot of sites covering that.
No, we did. Obviously, I enjoyed it.
Right.
I enjoyed every single minute of covering that. You don't see Deadline covering that. Well, Ben Affleck debunked James Gunn,
Right. Hey, that would be a great story. She'll get a lot of clicks, right?
Put it in time.
You know what I'm saying? Batman debunks DC Studios co-head. Right?
That was pretty serious, man, because he was bragging like, Ben was in his office like, giving a thumbs up and everything, dude.
Hey, Ben didn't debunk me. Matter of fact, when I asked Zach a question, Ben answered it too. And even was like, pretty much saying that he supported sale too.
Yeah.
So Batfleck didn't debunk me, right? Zach didn't debunk me. You know what I'm saying?
They've taken a lot of hits lately. Instead of having hits, they've taken hits lately. SnyderCon, the whole mythology around SnyderCon was his Zack Snyder's goodbye. Goodbye to DC.
Oh my God. Mikey, I saw somebody on Twitter earlier today. still selling. It's still saying, "Oh, but Seal said it was going to be an announcement." I'm like, "Yo, Seal was hearing that Zach was done." I'm like, "What's wrong with y'all, man?" Like that's what Seal was hearing. Seal was hearing Zach was done. Did Zach announce that he was done?
It's hilarious. Oh my god. So there was one big person in the syndicate. That gun was like, holy shit, I haven't gone up for this guy yet.
Not yet, right? He said, "But let me change that, right, Mikey?"
And look, he couldn't debunk the George Clooney because Silicon proved that he was right. It's there in front of us. Alternative facts. Okay, he's not there. No, he's there. Um, whereas this gun can hide around this. All right, because we'll never know the real answer, Sky. We will never know because Zaz's not going to say a word.
Zasmith would never come out and be like, "Oh yeah, I told James Gunn to stuff the movie." Come on now, like
Exactly. He'll never get out. So Gunn can hide behind this. But we all know. We all know the truth. And Sil was telling the truth. Because, look, I spoke to all my insiders. He goes, yeah. Because of, forced this on Gunn. You remember how Gunn was talking about this movie initially? Remember the whole authority stuff? And Gunn said, no, this film's about Superman and Lois. We're not going to set up other movies with this. So that's
but it's Superman, Lois, Metamorpho, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Hog Girl.
Right? Well, they're there for the story. You need Guy Gardner for a Superman and Lois story, really? You believe this guy? Come on. So
he can't tell a story without Guy Gardner, Mikey.
I mean, this makes no sense. Well, he changed his mind again. Oh, I decided to have Justice League International in here. I can change my mind. Oh, I changed my mind because still accurately scooped this, and I have no choice but to say it was my decision all along.
Right? Yes, Mikey. Yo, what makes me mad is he always like this. Never mind, I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say, dude. You know how he be posing like this? He like, he's like, bro.
I think of Colonel Sanders, dude. I can't get that every time. Oh my god! No, I think it's just hilarious how he tries to hide behind this whole thing of no, of course not. I'm not stuffing it for David Zaslav. Just that he's my boss and controls my salary. That's all. No, this whole time, Sky, I really wanted Metamorpho in the Superman Legacy. What
the whole time, bro. The whole time, I wanted Mr. Terrific. You know what I'm saying, right? The whole time.
Tell me this, DC fans, hardcore DC Comics fans. How important is Metamorpho to Superman's story? Huh? Are you serious?
It would be one thing if they wasn't throwing in like anti-heroes, Mikey, right? Like, like if it was like a bunch of Superman's villains, I'd be like, okay, cool, right? Maybe. If it was like Parasite, Livewire, all these Superman villains, I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I can see they're kind of focusing on Superman and trying to build out maybe his world, right? But no, it's literally like Justice League members.
You ever notice there's all this like truly fake news, like Fandom Wire is always publishing all sorts of unbelievable stuff, and Guns doesn't say a word. But once a syndicate maybe the syndicate says something. Oh, syndicate?
Right? You know what? You need to have James go try to debunk these hashtags. You know what I'm saying?
Like okay, let me get this
Wait,
straight.
hold
Yeah,
on, real quick,
yeah,
Mikey. I'm about to lay the gauntlet down.
go for
Right?
it. Go for it.
If James Gunn really want to debunk the Syndicate Network, right?
Yeah.
Go on record that say ZSJL will never be sold to a third party. Right? Might as well.
You're
Right?
right. Totally right. Why
Might as
doesn't he?
well. Go on record and say, yo, it's never gonna happen.
Look, check this out, Sky. You're right. Check this out. How many articles have been about Cell? And right, um, Zack Snyder signing your poster, right, with Cell. Why didn't James Gunn like put his foot down? Why didn't you say, Sky? Why are you still believing that?
Right?
Right,
Say, hey man, Zach's moved on. Right? Why he didn't say that after Zach signed my poster?
You're right. You're right. I there had to have been a couple hundred people like tagging Gunn saying, "Hey, look, I thought you said signing was done."
Wait. Oh yeah, he answered my question too. Right? Gunn said he was done,
He
right?
said it was done.
Gunn was like, yo, he's moved on. He's over on Netflix. He's chilling. Right? I literally matter of fact, Mikey. So one could say that I debunked James Gunn.
He actually did, but you'll never get the credit for it though. You'll never get the credit until it happens, Sky. Until it happens, then all of a sudden they'll have an. But you know what, Sky? When it does happen, they'll have an excuse for it. This has nothing to do with Skywalker. What
It has
happened?
nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with it, Mikey.
See, Netflix was not interested in Snyder Cut until the strike happened. Now they're desperate. They need content. That's nothing to do with the campaign. Nothing to do with the campaign. Like all of a sudden, Netflix had a split, like a immediate decision, Sky. Immediately, like they didn't look at the social media campaign building up. No. They didn't.
Nope.
No. Even though one of their employees signed a poster. Talk about how they had nothing to do with Netflix doing with a strike. So you can't give Sky credit for this one.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, I just thought about that. James Gunn said that man was done. And then he said, well, actually, I would love to continue. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a debunking, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, totally debunking. Yeah, and the irony of it all, Sky, is this: like we told everybody to see the Flash. You recommended it. I recommend. We all told people to see the Flash. But I tell you what, I bet you know that meme with that brain levitating over that girl's head, like he gives her a thought she can't sleep. I bet Gunn has that same brain. Levitating over his bed, going, "It's the Syndicate. That's like the Flash bomb, right?"
it's the Syndicate. And he would have gotten away with it, Mikey, if it wasn't for the pesky Syndicate network.
Kids,
Right? Yeah, this is wild, Joe.
Yeah, and mask you in the sky. We are living rent free in his head. I mean, look, he's literally it's like the Watchmen, when they're going after the Minutemen, right, one by one.
Facts, right?
Right.
This dude can't help himself, bro.
It's the So it's the first season of Arrow, and he had a diary with all those names on it. It's going after, right?
Right? You have failed this city.
Yeah, kill the city.
This dude think he Oliver Queen, bro.
Well, here's the next member of the syndicate right here.
Right.
Abdul. I think Abdul's the head of this thing.
Hey, I want James Gunn to go on record and say that ZSJL is never going to a third party. Just go ahead and say that. Just go on and say
He can't. He can't.
it.
See, because he knows he's gonna get debunked. You know, this is an easy one for him because he can hide behind Zaslav, knowing that it's never gonna get out officially that Zaslav put stuffing in that turkey, man.
Hey, you know what, Mikey? I would love just in this one instance for Zaza to come out and be like, "Yeah, I told him to put that shit in there, and what?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was my idea to put Metamorpho and other characters in there.
Hey, I told him to do it, and what? You know what I'm saying? And James is sitting there like, how can I flip this after I said that he didn't tell me to do that? So I changed my mind, guys.
Check this out, Sky. No, check this out. What if, and we know it's going to happen, Warner Bros. Discovery is sold after Superman Legacy. So you weren't doing it as a catalog for a potential buyer? Come on, man.
Right.
Okay.
Right, Mikey.
But here's the part where Gunn, I don't know how he's going to counter this guy. Because look, he's now literally forced to put those characters in the whole film. Because if he just has those characters for the post credit, what did that have to do with the story? So it's gonna be hard to prove that this was his decision. He literally has to have those characters throughout the film. Otherwise, this whole thing about I'm doing this for the story just holds no water. And from what I've been told, Sky, Sil was right. He was forced to put those characters in there. And what happens, Sky, when the film comes out and the critics go, "Why the hell is Metamorpho in this thing?" It added nothing to the story.
Zaslav gonna come out and be like, "Oh no, not Zaslav. Gunn gonna come out and be like, well, look, I wanted to just keep it a light Superman story, but somewhere along the line, I just changed my mind after I had a meeting with Zaslav." Oh my God! I won't.
Check this out, Sky. I just realized this. Basically, Gunn just confirmed those characters are in the film. So that means there are leaks in his office. There are big leaks in his office. And one of those leaks was the one that Sil got. Wow. It's going to be hard to defend this.
Right? Hey, that's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're at a point now where there's really, like, he's really between a rock and a hard place, right? Because if it's not in service into the story, and it's like, what were they in there for?
I'm telling you, man, if those characters are in much of the film and they're just there for no reason at all, their critics and the fans are gonna be like, why are those characters in? They're gonna go back to Sil Scoop. It's gonna be hard to argue. They just threw them in there. That's a lot of characters to add in the film, dude, about Superman and Lois.
And Mikey, wasn't they saying that, that probably wasn't even going to be it? You know what I'm saying? That it could be more.
You are.
Man, who knows?
Because right now this movie sounds like Black Adam to me.
Right?
At least with The Rock, that was his intention to build up his universe. He was honest about it. He's a real fan.
Wanted to fight Cavill Superman, right?
Yeah. He just wasn't doing there to he just wasn't doing there just to appease Hamada.
Labs and Clooney.
I mean, this whole thing is
Right.
hysterical.
Yo, ain't that look? Seal was begging this man to debunk his Clooney scoop, right?
Yeah.
For months.
Yeah. For months. We couldn't do
He's
it.
like, yo, debunk it, right? Never did.
Never did. Well, he can keep this behind the wall of secrets because Zazo's not gonna admit this shit. He's not gonna admit this shit.
You know, like how
I will tell you this too. I swear to God, man, if those fucking characters only show up at the end, don't give me this. I did it for the story crap. He's probably thinking this story will be forgotten by then. No, we're not gonna forget this one. No, we're not gonna forget. If Metamorpho only shows up in the post credits, come on, man. You're it's a catalog, a serious catalog of DC characters to sell to Comcast. and I got this feeling, Sky, that okay, let's say he does have Mr. Terrific throughout the whole film. I bet he adds nothing to the movie.
Mikey, we all know that this man got told to stuff this film, yo. We all know. Yeah. Like, he was not talking like this a few months ago. See, that's also what they want to make it seem like we don't remember, right? Yeah. Like how he was speaking about this film, right? There was no talk of like, all these other Justice League level characters, bro, being throughout the film.
He was just arguing a few weeks ago, Sky, that he's not gonna set up other films with this movie. You just did.
he literally did say that, Mikey.
He did. I remember that. I almost did an article on it. Fuck it. But all of a sudden, it leaks out that Metamorpho's in here, Hot Girl's in here. How are you not setting up another movie?
Mikey, this is a standalone, bro. This is a standalone solo film with all the Justice League. Right? This is a solo film, Mikey.
And what if Fire and Ice show up? I mean, I like when I heard those. There you go. There's Fire and Ice right there. Does that not look like James Gunn's Justice League? It does. Oh, God. Oh, Barf. Oh, that's just the worst, man.
Hey, these don't look like they all fit in the same universe, bro.
They totally fit.
Huh? Let's be honest, right? Like, come on now. Hey, I didn't do that. All right, it just happened. I'm not just the StreamYard was tripping. I didn't even put those pictures up. All right.
It'll be hard to defend. Like I said, when this film comes out and you have all these characters in there, they all look wacky. It's gonna be hard to defend that. Well, I didn't. I put those in there for the story. You know what, Gunn. I tell you what. I think it's this Gunn. I think Silly got under his skin. I think he got under his skin because Gunn is trying to act like he has full authority. Remember, like I'm in charge of this. His ego's out of control, and what he hates about Sil's scoop is what he hates. He hates the fact that it makes it look like he's under Zaslav. I think you're not talking back in the middle. You're not the boss of me now. I see James Gunn's voice, like singing to David Zaslav. I hear that song now, and I think that's a really So that's why I think you got under his skin because it makes it look like that gun doesn't have autonomy. That Zaslav is looking over his shoulder like, well, I want Metamorpho or whatever Jesse characters you can put in there. Um, Let me ask you something, Sky. Have you heard of any instance where Robert Iger or Bob Chapek forced Feige to put more characters in the film? Never.
Mikey, ain't
Never.
nobody forcing. Look, the only person that was messing with Feige was Ike Perlmutter, and y'all saw what happened to him.
Yeah, he wanted to take people out. That
Right?
right? Yeah, that's a one corn sweat, and and I really think, I think that's what really got when I saw the deadline article, like, holy shit, so you got to him, and it wasn't the scoop, it was the fact it was the inferred that gun had to go to Zaslav. I think that's what really bothered him.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hey, exactly, Sil. Why wasn't Corn Sweat announced right away? Because David Zaslav was the one that made the final decision. I bet you Zaslav. No, we can't do that. No. I don't believe it's this autonomy shit that Gunn tries to project that he has. No way the studio that much in debt. Are they going to give that much power to this guy? Let's not forget that Feige had to fight and prove himself to get that power to get Ike Perlmutter out of his hair. Right? I mean, that was Civil War already by that time when that happened.
Yeah.
Up until then, Feige was had that creative committee over him and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Right.
He couldn't flex his muscles until Civil War came out. They already had $1 billion Avengers film by then. He already proven himself. But no way is Gunn gonna get that freedom right now when they're so much in debt like that. No way.
And with him not having a proven track record at the box office with DC.
He's got the worst record. Him and Saffron have like the biggest bombs.
Yo, look, man, this is amazing, Mikey. I think that we're in a time where for me at least, my excitement for DC is in like Elseworlds projects.
Yeah, same here.
And really concentrating on this sales thing, right? But you know what, Mikey? This really shows that we are on the right path, right? Because look, when you get betas coming in the chat and James Gunn trying to debunk stuff just because he knows that he ain't gonna get called out on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this means you are really doing something right, yo. 100%.
See, the reason why the betas are in the chat, Sky, it's not because you're defending James Gunn. No. They're pissed off because your views are climbing and your subscribers are climbing. They can't stand it. And to me, okay, my opinion, these people have to be YouTubers because they're jealous of your views. They're jealous of your subscriptions. Because no way is just a regular pro-gun fan going to come here every episode and try and stir up some shit.
You don't know what's so funny, Mikey? They be coming in here and they be like, yo, Skywalker, you destroyed the Zack Snyder fandom. You destroyed this, right?
No power, man.
Right? Hey, but I guess they ain't see that Dune 2 trailer, right? Where he was like, hey, he who can destroy a thing really controls it. You know what I'm saying? The fans run this shit, yo, 100%, yo. he said, look, and Sil said, damn, now I got to do a stream about guns debunking me.
I was about to
stay tuned. Love this channel. Facts. What were you saying, Mikey?
Yeah, I was about to message Sil earlier today. Said, Sil, you gotta do a video on this, man. This is hilarious.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like
Nah.
gun feeling insecure. You know, it's a perfect video for yourself. You're gonna go after him, man. He tried to book you some more. I bet you
Hey,
this
I
scoop is
want him to debunk me, Mikey. I want him to say ZSJL is never going to a third party platform. I just want him to come out and say it, Mikey. Yeah. Hey, but just like Zaslin ain't gonna come out and say, "Yeah, I told him to do that." He can't come out and say that it ain't going to a third party. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be waiting patiently.
just watch, okay? You'll see all these characters in there, right? Then, like a year later or so, Comcast makes an offer. Come on, you mean to tell me that was not a serious catalog? Bullshit, you know?
Oh my god, bro, this is hilarious, yo. He said, "Look, I'm not doing this to showcase DC.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a film that was like a DC showcase."
And for all you old school DC Comics fans, there was a comic book called Showcase that had all these characters show up in there. So
Oh my god, man. Yo, I think you know what? I think we should do some you know what? Hey, I think I got another stream. I'm gonna have to get back to another stream. Right? I'm gonna have to make another one. James Gunn and the Curious Case of Superman.
you know
Yo,
what? That'd be
I got
brilliant,
one.
guy. That'd be
Hey,
brilliant.
oh yeah, man. We got a Curious Case stream coming up. You know, y'all know how those Curious Case streams go. You know what I'm saying? Every time it's a Curious Case, we got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get nuts?
Like this guy had the balls to go to to go against the guy who scooped Clooney, which is the greatest scoop of all time as far as I'm concerned. It was a scoop that no one would want to have.
Hey, and he had all
No,
the opportunity, Mikey.
he didn't do it, you know. So Phil's got all the credibility in the world. And he goes after the big dude, you know, and he waits. He didn't. I noticed. I'm sure he saw Phil's tweet about this prior to the article coming out. Doesn't say a word. But when Bounding in the Comics hits number one on Google, that's when he says something. It's like, holy shit, all these people are reading this now. They're gonna find out I'm under Zaslav, you know.
Right? Oh, everybody's gonna find out that I had to alter my script that I'm not even supposed to be working on right now because there's a lockout, right? Like the writers are on strike,
Right. Well, you
bro.
know, he's working on his Star-Lord script.
He working on his. Ooh wee! He crossed that picket line, boy. I'm telling you, yo, it's gonna be
No, now check this out though. Would this count as going against the Writers Guild if you're not writing a script but you're outlining it? Would that count? That to me that's not writing.
He said gun currently.
Yeah, like you know, Sky and I talked about that. Like, what does that mean going really deep?
Bro,
You're
I
not
don't
supposed
know,
to
man.
supposed to write though.
Right? The only thing about deep that I know about is go deep from Pee Swain. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
no
But it's never like go deep in
look,
Superman. Like, what are we talking about, bro? This
Sky,
is ridiculous.
Sky. The only going deep I know is from Bang Brothers. Okay. So,
Oh my god. Hey. And they got this new stuff called the fan bus, Mikey. It be on Instagram. It be like
what is Jennifer Holland dressed as Superman or something? Is that what good?
oh my god, this is wild. Yeah. I can't believe Buddy said that. But hey, he also sent his brother to crash out to go protest on Netflix. Crazy. Right? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
a lot of people to go after, right? I'm gonna go after Netflix because damn that syndicate, you know.
Damn you, syndicate! This dude literally knows who we all are, bro.
Yeah, make a
It's so
fucking.
Oh my god, it's so wild, bro. But it's all good though. It's all good. He probably watching Night Shift, pacing back and forth in his office right now, right? Like he's just sitting there. You got this one, Sky. But I'm gonna come up with another plan, right, to foil you.
He probably doesn't want us to watch Superman Legacy because we'll prove so right. You know what I mean?
Right? Oh my god.
Like, wait, how come there's only 5 minutes of screen time for Metamorpho? I thought you said
I thought it was in service to the story. Right? Like, how long is Mr. Terrific gonna be in the movie? How long is Hawk Girl gonna be in the movie? Right? Like,
yeah, what if Hog Girl only has like a minute of screen time? Well, she's essential to the story, you know. Really?
riveting stuff, right? Man, I almost made a comparison, but it was with Oppenheimer. Right? It's like, yo, nah. But I can't even say that because it's kind of spoiling like a surprise cameo.
Let me ask you this question, guys. When was the last time Gunn stuffed this many characters into a film? That's not his style. Think about it. Like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, you just had Guardians of the Galaxy. There was nobody shoehorned into that film. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, you didn't even see Adam Warlock. His name was mentioned in the post-credit. There was nothing shoved in that film.
No.
All of a sudden, his first, DCU film's got all these characters in there.
Right?
Come on,
when
man.
you're supposed to be copying the MCU formula, right, Mikey?
Yeah.
And that was solo film.
Bingo. Exactly.
Right? Without all these other characters in it, right? It was like, was it 4 solo films and then a Avengers movie?
Yeah. No, this movie, you're right. This movie screams of Black Adam to me. And I swear to God, if this takes place in the Middle East, dude.
If there's any kind of like, if there's any kind of crisis in the Middle East, bro.
Oh, come on, man. Seriously. I mean, you have a wacky version of the JSA, right? It's exactly what this is. Well,
oh my.
Well, I can't put Hawkman in there. Well, like I'm copying Black Adam. Well,
bro, I just thought about that. Like, it's literally the same characters. Like, oh my God.
Even the Rock should have seen this. I'm like, what the fuck, James Gunn? Oh my God.
Oh my God. He still said DC Showcase was a compliment, actually. But Gunn didn't like that I said his Zaddy ordered it.
There's it. There's no
right. That's what it was, Mikey. 100%.
Hashtag Zaddy. Right there. You guys want to get our gun skin. Hashtag Zaddy.
Look, the Necron said Rock over here making huge contributions to SAG and Gunn deep into Superman.
Oh, burn.
Only him and Peter know what is happening. That is the wackiest, right? Hey, only Peter and I, right?
How did it happen that Metamorpho and all those other people got weak, Hey, Gunn, you might have some interns leaking in your office. Just saying.
Maybe that's what happened because some information seemed to have gotten out.
Exactly.
Hashtag
Hashtag.
Zaddy.
There you go. Zaddy knows best.
Zaddy knows best. Oh my god, this is hilarious, yo. Yeah, this was great, Mikey, because I think that it just highlights, right, that
Uh,
the syndicate network is really out here making noise, yo. Because this is crazy.
yeah,
This
we
is
are.
crazy.
Yeah, we're like that cover of X-Men Days of Future Past with the posters of the characters on the wall behind Wolverine and Kitty. Most wanted. The syndicate wanted. Oh my god.
Right? Yeah, I like Nick's hashtag, right? Yo, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
not to punch down, by the way, but this insider man had the worst, most accurate hit on Blue Beetle. Um,
Oh my
and
god.
not to punch down, like God damn it, dude, I can't unsee it, Sky. I can't unsee it. He said, I didn't realize Sony was doing DC movies now, and I'm like,
Oh
oh my
yeah, I heard
god,
you say that, and
oh my god.
yeah, yeah. He said we always been death row. Facts,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah,
Ain't
yeah.
nothing changed, yo. Ain't nothing
Nothing
changed.
changed. We're still troublemakers, worst ever now.
Right? But it's all good though, Mikey,
Yeah.
right? Because at the end of the day, uh when you got the truth in your back pocket, you know what I'm saying? Like, why overreact, right?
Yeah.
Real talk. We just
Well,
gonna keep it pushing.
you know what? Still put pressure on him now because now Gunn is chomping at the bit to rewrite his script to make those characters essential to the plot now.
Yeah.
He can't do
The
anything, right? He can't do anything.
Mikey, the script that he ain't even supposed to be rewriting. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like,
I refuse to believe that Gunn's not writing it. I refuse to believe
come on, yo.
it.
Right now, Mikey.
He's typing it, man. You just can't submit it. You just can't submit it as what it is. You can't officially.
Facts.
But he's writing it. Come on. Like check this out. Strike is over, and a day later, oh, Gunn has rewritten the script. Well, in one day.
Right. That's what we're supposed to believe, Mikey. Right. Hey, look. This has been a great stream, Mikey. Is there anything else that you want to get out before we get on out of here, bro? We gotta shut this thing down.
It's pretty much it. It's just hilarious. Hilarious show. Still, thank you for showing up. This is great.
For sure, right? Salute to the big dog,
Yep.
right? The people's champ, right? The Griff King, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just Griff Jr. over here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grift too, right? Because they gonna call you a grifter no matter what, Mikey. They've been calling me a grifter before I was even making any money. I still ain't got paid from YouTube yet, bro. Like,
I know.
Like, and they've been calling me a grifter ever since I've been on YouTube.
Well, you know why, right, Sky? Well, he's a black man. He hangs out with Sil Abdul and Mikey Sutton, you know. Oh, God.
Sil says, so, Gunn better hope this strike don't affect Legacy's production start. Oh, shit. Hey.
You know what I heard? I heard the strike's going to last until about January. But
Hey.
there are people telling me it might last longer than that. So, just kind of wondering. Oh, Josh, watch the replay, man. There's some funny shit that happened tonight.
Legendary stream, bro. Legendary stream. Yo, if this production start get pushed back, Mikey, oh my god.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Somebody on the clock, boy. Boy, I tell you. Somebody on the clock. Oh man. What'd you say, Mikey?
Said,
I couldn't hear you.
no, I said, how do I make this work now? I gotta make sure these characters are essential to the plot now.
Oh my God, this is wild. Look, Seal, that was a great comment, bro. Yo, if this film was production, oh my, yo, Mikey, I didn't even think about that.
Will this thing even get made?
Wait, hold up. Is that what we hit 650 subs, Mama Bear? Is that what you're saying? Hey, we hit 650 subs. That's what's up. Shouts out to y'all.
Awesome.
Now watch somebody unsub.
There you go. You are. It's okay. We'll get him back.
That's how it go, Mikey. I swear, every time I say that, I be like, yo, what's up, right? Because I remember when we hit 500, and I was like, yo, we hit 500, and then it was like 498. I was like, come on, man. Like, two of y'all.
I remember that.
Right,
I remember when I said 1,000 subs, it seemed crazy back then. I said, no, Skii, you're gonna get 1,000 subs, man. Sure enough.
Man.
Well, we're getting there at least. Much closer than we were back then. We're more than halfway there.
For sure. Look, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks to Mikey for being on this panel as always. Yo.
Oh yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure doing night shifts and being here with you guys and having these conversations.
Come here, bud.
Right. And we will be back tomorrow. Wait, Mikey, what you got coming up that you want to let the people know about?
I'm really busy with nothing on Geekosity Mag till about Thursday. A lot of stuff working on behind the scenes. So Wednesday I have Necron. I have Pandora's Box with Necron and Red Hunter Girl. Obviously Friday I have Rose Gallery. So. And you and I are on a lot, so around tomorrow night. Usual, I'll bring in some fresh news tomorrow night. So.
Oh yeah, right. This was a great stream, and yes, we will be back here tomorrow night on night shift. On Wednesday, I will be on Freezing Cold Takes. We're actually finishing because I thought that Austin had finished the Justice League Unlimited, but there's 3 episodes left, so we're just gonna finish that up on Freezing Cold Takes on Wednesday night, and we're back here on night shifts on Thursday and Friday. So and then we got cartoons and serial, the Batman on Saturday morning. So we got streams coming for you guys every single night, and make sure that you guys are tuned in and that you are subscribe to the necessary platforms so that you'll be notified when we go live.
Yeah, and don't forget one day James Gunn will invite you to a Brave and the Bold watch along.
Hey, you know what? As long as he don't invite me to no parties, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. But yo,
Skii, I think you might be too old for it.
It's Shift Boy Skywalker. This has been Night Shift with Mikey Sutton. We're gonna get it, y'all, next time. We'll be back here tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one?
Bye.